Meet Gordon Reed. Gordon is the chairperson of Peers Organizing Community Change, or POCC. POCC is an Alameda County behavioral health services program in Alameda County, California. It brings together people with lived experience receiving behavioral health services to influence the development, implementation, and evaluation of healthcare, mental health, and social policies. As part of the POCC, Gordon staffs the African American Empowerment Committee, the Healing Trauma Committee, and the Justice Involved and Impacted Committee. Gordon has lived experience accessing mental health services. While he can appreciate some of the benefits of telehealth, he prefers to see his providers in person and often gets frustrated with the computerized systems that have become so prevalent in our daily lives. Gordon shared his experience.
You're trying to make an appointment with something, you always get no robotic call.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you're trying to pay a bill, that aggravates me. People don't have time. It's like computers want to take over everybody's world. They don't have
He continued
time
to share more about the existing assumption that everyone is tech-savvy in the post-COVID era, but that isn't actually the case. Gordon has experienced frustrating technical difficulties in accessing telehealth, both because he's unfamiliar with the system and because he doesn't have access to technology. He's been more willing to use telehealth appointments, primarily because of his relationship with his doctor. This doctor has taken the time to build a relationship with him, going above and beyond to check in often and earn his trust. While they don't share the same racial background, though Gordon would prefer it if they did, his provider practices cultural humility. According to our sources, a provider operating with cultural humility listens with interest and curiosity, has an awareness of their own possible biases, and attempts a non-judgmental stance about what they hear. They recognize the privilege inherent in being a provider and are willing to be taught by their patients. Cultural humility goes deeper than cultural competence. It emphasizes lifelong learning, not just the knowledge and skill set you get from limited training, and it considers day-to-day interactions as a space where learning and growth can happen as well. While Gordon's experience showcases the need for more telehealth access and education, it also highlights the importance of training providers to practice cultural humility and take the time to build relationships with their patients, whether or not they share a similar background. This can lead to more engaged and equitable care, both virtually and in person. Implement race, ethnicity, and language, and sexual orientation and gender identity data collection processes to better understand patient needs and practice culturally humble care.